to do a sound check to make sure we're actually live.
It says live there, so I'm going to do it. Checkmate King 2. This is White Rookover, just like on the Combat TV show back in the old days.
ABC's got you loud and clear here on Combat Night here. So, folks, we're going to go. We're going to official start here of the show, folks. So get ready out in the audience. DeMarco, are you ready? Welcome into DroneNation 4. Did I forget something?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. And welcome into DroneNation 4, September 8th, 2025. The title of the show is DJI Mini 5 Rumors here. And joining us tonight, of course, is our special guest, Captain Ray Kelly, fresh off the Northeast Drone Meetup. And Micheal Wright is supposed to join us later. He was traveling today, so who knows? And we may have a possible surprise drone superstar coming in later, too. Oh, you got even the mug already. You got your swag package. So we're going to get into that in a minute here. But we have this is, Ray, you're here for the first one of the season. Monday Night Football is back. You know, we don't want our viewers to not know who's going to win these games. So DeMarco Moore picks them ahead of time so they don't have to watch.
Who should I put my money on, DeMarco? Come on, tell me. Who should I put my money on?
Put that cash in. So tonight, with no further ado, we have a great matchup on the first week of the season for DeMarco's fearless Monday Night Forecast. We have the Minnesota Vikings with a record of 0-0 versus DeMarco's hometown Chicago Bears, also undefeated. The Vikings are given a 1.5-point favorite up, even though they're on the road. So, DeMarco, you take over here. What are your impressions? I know it's early. You don't have anything to go on so far.
It's early, and normally, like when we have the show and the games come on, I don't turn the game on, though, because like I want to, I make my pick sometime in the daytime, so I don't want to change my pick. But now, for this one, since my Bears, I was watching. So I was feeding the kids dinner. I was watching. The pick is going to be the Bears, so like you already know that, though. Okay, soon to be Arlington Heights Bears, not the Chicago Bears anymore. So
wow,
wow, yeah.
So the Bears have a brand new head coach this year, and things are looking up, right?
Yes, the new coach came from the Lions. He was their OC, so now he's the Bears head coach. And I watched the first quarter on the Bears look good. So
the early scores, I think Bears up 7-3 early.
How about you, Marcus? What do you think? What's your take on the game?
I absolutely wouldn't know stuff from Shinola, so I'll let you guys figure that out. So I have no idea. I do have some news for us, though. Our one of our special guests is not going to make it tonight. I just heard from Johnny Drone Flyer, and he's beat, so he's not going to be online tonight, but I'm certain he'll be watching us and be in the chat.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I got a notice from Micheal Wright that he never got the link to the show. So I don't disrail the show here. I'm going to skip way down to number 5 on the chart here, and I'm going to let you guys talk while I'm sending the link to Mike. And number 5 is Marcus talked about a little bit in the pre-show here. The Trump administration announced plans Friday to issue rules this month targeting Chinese drone imports and heavy-duty vehicles. I don't know how we got the heavy-duty vehicles in here, but marking the latest escalation in national security restrictions against Chinese technology. And I have a link down below to Hey Kessler's article in Drone XL. I'll post that in a second here, but I'm going to let Marcus take over. He has some thoughts about this. He even has some additional thoughts about the Commerce Department. The new head of the Commerce Department has also made some comments about this issue. So, Marcus, you take it away. I'm going to background. I'm going to be busy sending Mike Wright that link.
Very, very good. So you touched on it a little bit, Ron, with the Drone DJ article, but John Coopy sent me an article from the New York Times today that really spells it out perfectly. They talked about how the DJI security inspection at the end of the year, and of course we all know about that. But also this latest thing is with the Commerce Department, and I'm looking at the article now to see if I can find the gentleman's name. But the Commerce Department is issuing a new rule that could come as soon as September 2025. So that's right now, right?
Yep.
This fellow, something Yoder. Oh gosh darn it! As soon as you're looking for something, yeah. So this fellow used to work for this fellow Yoder used to work for Elise Stefanik, and he this was working on this bill that would essentially ban really all Chinese products, and he is a deputy director at the Department of Commerce. Again, formerly worked for Skydio, formerly was worked for Elise Stefanik. So, and ultimately, this new rule has the potential of not only DJI, but banning 100% of any drones from China and any drone components from China. So even if you're going to build your own, you're going to have to source your components someplace else. So think about all the people that use the DJI Air 3 and Air 4 units to build their FPV drones. You won't be able to get those. Now, nobody knows anything for sure, but I think we're fine with our legacy products. If you already own a DJI, Air unit or drone or whatever, you're going to be fine. It's just future products that could be banned. And the thing is, the scope of this new rule from the Department of Commerce is so big that you couldn't even get a Potensic drone or a Holystone drone or an Autel drone, anything from China, which all of our consumer drones are. All of our consumer drones that we fly, they all come from China. It'd be done. So it's hard to believe that it's come to that, but it's a possibility.
Is it, hey Marcus, is it manufactured only in China? So meaning this, if they ship their manufacturing to Taiwan, wherever.
No, components
Vietnam.
too. Components too, DeMarco. So now, if they built all the components and everything in Taiwan, it's
Vietnam,
still
wherever, yeah.
Man, I don't know, DeMarco. If it's a Chinese company, I think they're probably out of luck. And of course, the point of it is they're trying to promote the U.S. drone industry. Well, we all love that, right? We're all on board with promoting U.S. built, U.S. designed, etc. The problem is it doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, there is no consumer U.S. drone industry, right?
Yeah. And really, even the commercial part of it is they focus on safety, that the public works, police and fire departments, which is great. I'm glad we're focused on those products and they need them. But however, the people that do mapping and real estate and all those other things, they need agriculture, construction. They all need drones, and we really don't have that kind of equipment in the U.S. right now. Now, what would be ideal is if they would ease this in. In other words, give us a period of time that we could get caught up.
Yeah.
And those things would be in place.
Yeah.
However, that's not how it is. So, well,
can I interrupt this conversation just for a second? Mike Wright's in the back room, and we're running low on the script. I'm going to bring Mike in here. He's a hungry man because he flew all the way from probably someplace in the Northeast to probably Dallas, Texas today. So here he is from deep in the heart of Texas. Michael Wright.
There you go. Yeah.
Welcome in, Mike.
I did fly to Dallas, but I flew from Dallas to Austin after that. I'm in Austin now, so.
Okay, yeah. So you had to take a big bird to Dallas and a little plane to Austin, huh?
Exactly. And related to what Marcus just said, I checked with the Meta AI, for example. I asked them if are there any U.S. drone manufacturer consumer drones, and they responded there are none that are comparable to DJI. Even the AI from Meta says it. Okay.
Well, Mike, we're gonna jump right in here. I don't know, you've heard the whole conversation, but you see this article up here where the Trump administration targets Chinese drone manufacturers in September in the crackdown. And Marcus talked about the Commerce Department guy cracking down too. Have you seen any of this? Do you have any opinion on any of this yet?
I've seen this article here. I hadn't heard about the Commerce Department exactly, but I've seen this article.
So what are your thoughts? Are we in big trouble? Like
I think we're in trouble.
Russ already put out a video about this.
And I saw Russ's last night. He put out about 6 o'clock last night. I saw that, and I tend to agree with Russ. It sounds like Rick Smith has a different opinion, but we'll see.
Captain Ray, what's your thoughts
on all this? It's not looking good at this point. I tell you, I had high hopes in the beginning. I really did. But I did contact representatives in the beginning of this whole campaign. Two of the Democratic representatives responded to me, and they were concerned about DJI and Chinese-made drones. The other two didn't respond. But it seems like it's got a lot worse now. I really figured DJI was gonna be allowed, but I'm losing hope fast at this point.
Right. Well, Marcus and I talked about this afternoon. Remember, there were strong rumors going back to the early part of the summer that DJI would resolve the issue with the Customs Department, and we even had hopes that the Mini 5 Pro, the customs issues would be resolved by the time that launches on the 16th. And that drone would come through, but Marcus and I, we've lost hope on that at this point, right?
Yeah, that was a rumor. That was a pretty strong rumor for a while, and it fell through. So the rumor was that's why they delayed the release of the Mini 5 Pro. But yeah, that fell through.
I had said it many times in the chat. I said DJI needs to invest in America. Apple did a big investment. Hyundai did a big investment. And I really feel DJI should do a big investment. I mean, right now it's sort of too late, I think. But
do you think that
greatly? I really do.
You think those politicians would even be open to a deal? Do you think those big politicians would even be willing to deal?
I think the deal's already been made, Ron, with these other new drone companies that have been formed. And there's a lot of them out there. I mean, I only know about two of them. In America, there's new drone companies, and a lot of them are enterprise drones and trying to get the military contracts, etc. And I don't think they really care too much about the consumer and the recreational drone pilots. They really don't. Or, for that matter, the Part 107 drone pilots. They don't. The government I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. That's the whole point. We don't have our community is so small. We don't have a voice. No, the politicians don't care if we say we're not going to vote for them because they probably see the number of us are so small that we wouldn't move the needle in many elections. As I said all along, this isn't driven by.
Steve has a question, Ron.
Oh, sorry. Who has a question?
Steve Janess.
Okay, here we go. Thank you, Ray. Let me get Steve up here. Why will Apple keep their product lines going? That's a good question, Steve. That is a good question. Nobody's talking about banning iPhones.
Yeah. Too much money.
And Hot Rod's got a good point too. Yeah.
Let's see here. Hey, it's like the car companies put a plant in the U.S. and the fact DJI shouldn't show you why you need to be nervous about DJI. Doesn't show you they're up to something. Where's that investigation? I mean, where's that? What do you call? The drones have to be examined. The government needs to step up, examine these drones, and find those spy chips in the drones.
Ron, I'm beginning to think that even if DJI built the plant here, that the congressman wouldn't go for it.
I agree with Mike because they're Chinese. Yeah,
it's too late. Too late at this point.
Yeah. They're a Chinese-based company, and it just won't happen.
Yeah, but like what somebody's point is, there's a lot of Chinese-based companies. Why did they have to start with DJI?
Easy mark. Just Ron, just like you had said, like there's their customers aren't. It's not huge, and people say drone, and people get scared. Oh, drone. Oh, drone.
Active opposition of the company. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I bet you, DeMarco, though, if you tried to sift through all the all the letters or emails or messages that the politicians are getting about getting rid of drones, that would be the smallest pile of papers on the desk.
Yeah.
This isn't driven by voters, citizens, whatever. This is being driven by something else rather than, like citizens, we may want, less crime, better health care, stuff like that. They get a million calls and papers about that kind of stuff, but they don't get any mail about banning Chinese drones. I bet you. Go ahead, Marcus.
Well, I wanted to point out, I got into this article a little deeper. I couldn't remember the guy's name. The fellow that used to work for Stefanik is a guy by the name of Joe Bartlett, and he's the undersecretary of the Bureau of Industry Security in the Commerce Department. They're the agency that's conducting the drone investigation. And he previously served as director of federal policy for Skydio, and then was also Ms. Stefanik's national security advisor. So now he has this position in the Department of Commerce, and he's involved in writing that rule about eliminating essentially all Chinese drones. So there you go.
Here's a paragraph from Drone XL's article. The U.S. Commerce Department said it will issue regulations as early as September 2025, addressing national security risks involving information and communications technology integral to drones and vehicles weighing more than 10,000 pounds from China and other foreign adversaries. This announcement provides no specific details of what import restrictions will entail. Chinese imports dominate the U.S. commercial drone market, more than half coming from DJI, world's largest drone manufacturer, blah, 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 blah. But in this, this article here, they don't even have any, they're 10,000 pounds or whatever. Well, we don't have any.
No, you're getting confused, Ron. 10,000 pounds, they're talking about trucks and drones, two different things. So that's a truck. They're talking about two different things. They're going to restrict Chinese trucks, and they're going to restrict Chinese drones and Chinese drone technology. Now, this guy, Mr. Bartlett, is the guy that's writing that rule. He worked for Skydio. He worked for Stefanik. What chance do you think we have of still being able to buy Chinese drones in the United States?
Maybe we should contact his office and talk to him directly.
Well, I don't know if you can or not at the Department of Commerce. He's a public employee. However, he's probably doing what he's told as well. So there you go.
Yeah, and then down there, talk about the Section 232 for the heavy-duty vehicles. They're talking about could be higher tariffs. So apparently the heavy trucks aren't going to get banned as quick as the drones.
Much as I hate to admit this, I invested in a company that builds drones in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I'll probably lose my shirt.
Or maybe they'll take over for DJI.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, on that point, Captain Ray, I would love to see GoPro pick it up again. We know they know how to build cameras. Could they get back into the drone business?
I don't think so. No.
Well, I think if they got some funding, I'll bet you they could. And there is still Skydio, and I know there's a lot of hate for Skydio out there, but they've made consumer drones before. Could they do it again? Again, I kind of doubt it, but there's potential there to have a leg up.
You have the Sky Rover, don't you, Marcus?
The Sky Rover, yeah.
What do you think about that drone? I mean,
it's a Mavic 4 Pro is what it is.
But it's allowed, right? Well, will it be banned, you think?
Well, yeah. If they ban all Chinese, they're talking about banning all Chinese drones. Yeah, it's made in Malaysia, but I'm sure it's got Chinese components in it. So
it may fall for a
Hong Kong-based company.
while.
So yeah, I'm sure it would get banned. Yeah.
Okay, well, that kind of bad news right off the top here. So moving on to maybe other better news here. We didn't do a show last week because of the holiday, and we've been following the Mini 5 Pro, latest leaks of rumors and images, and we really don't have any more new information. We still think it's the 16th for the release date in September. We still 1-inch sensor, 52 minutes flight time. The same thing we've been saying, but the pictures have got a lot better. Look how good that picture looks of the little Mini 5 Pro. Ray, what do you think of that? What do you think of that image?
Yeah, no, I think that's going to be a great drone if and when it gets released, and hopefully it will get released in the U.S. Because I don't go for this trying to skirt around and you have to buy it on Amazon and all of that. I just don't buy that. I'm not for that. I know you guys got it quickly, but
Captain Ray, I was saying exactly what you're saying right now a couple days ago. Then this new thing came out with the Commerce Department, and you're either going to get one or you're not.
Right.
And that's what it came down to for me. Now, it is 100% legal, Ray. I want to tell you, it is already has FCC approval, the Mavic 4. It already has FAA approval with remote ID. The Mini 5 Pro also has both of those. So if you can get a hold of a Mini 5 Pro, you're 100% legal. I do agree that no matter where you buy them and you bring it into the United States, it's going to be a gray market product. It will.
Can you
DeMarco,
get DJI refresh on it though, right? Correct?
No.
Well, refresh is no good on my Air 3S that I have right now. So
if you have to get another drone sent in because yours crashed, it won't get through customs anyway. So nobody really has any.
You can't get parts. So don't crash your drones. That's what I'll tell you. Ask Mike; he'll tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Now,
Mike, what do you think of this image of the Mini 5 Pro, the improved image?
I think it's a great machine. I think everybody's going to want it. I think it'd be a great seller, and I think a lot of people are going to buy it, given the opportunity.
DeMarco, what do you think of these new improved images we've got here? This looks like
it looks great. I'm sitting here looking at this, thinking, oh man, I have the 3 now. I get the 5. I probably keep my 3. Normally I would sell it. But if I got a hold of this one, I would have the 5, have my Mavic 3 and the Mini 3 Pro. Not gonna happen though. So
don't sell your DJI drone.
No,
I agree with you, Marcus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, DeMarco. Yep.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. It's sad.
Here's what I like, guys. This picture here that shows the thing I haven't liked about the Minis. They had these screw-on props, kind of like the cheap drones. But look at this. Now we have the twist on, just like the big boys. Like you get them the Mavic and the Air series.
That's great, Ron. But how many times have you changed your props on your Mini 4? Mini 3?
Yeah. Never because I don't want to take the chance on breaking a screw or something.
Okay, but very few times do we ever change the props.
Right.
Spot on, Mike.
Never change props on any of my drones.
No.
Yeah.
So
it's
nice to have a quick release, but it's not a requirement.
Well, one time I had to borrow some props from a friend of mine.
Oh, I know that.
In Florida.
I replaced them once. I'm a Mini 3 one time.
Okay. Yeah. But there's no negative to the twist-ons, right, Mike?
That's right.
Yeah. There's no negative to it. And let's see, what else do I
remember in the old days, you had to take your props on and off for the Phantom 4.
Yeah.
I still do. And I still do.
I still does. Hold on, let me get one more.
Remember the little tool that they give you, the screw-on props? They'd give you the little tool to hold the motor so you could,
Let's see, is this? I think I maybe
the Phantom 4. That was a revolution when you could just twist those props on. Yeah,
that machine is ahead of its time in a lot of respects, though.
Here's a close-up of the battery here. I don't know if that tells us anything.
I'm guessing it's lithium-ion, Ron.
That's a good guess. And
I'm still wondering, it's still going to be a compatible battery, like we've heard.
The rumors say that. Yeah, rumors say that. Right. So,
boys, I am headed to pick up my wife.
Oh,
okay.
I'll listen in the car.
Tell her I said hello. Okay.
We'll see you near the end. Okay.
Okay, DeMarco.
Yeah. So, any more thoughts on the the Mini 5 Pro. I don't, outside these great pictures, I don't really have any more specs. Or I mean, oh, I forgot. Alex Escardo sent me a thing today. This is hot off Alex's thing here. Let me see what he sent me here in a little text here. Alex said that I think he got this from our buddy Jasper, that they're going to have a version with the Mini 5 Pro, the RC N3. That's the cheapest controller that they sell, the screenless and all, and I'll retail for 799 euros. And that'll be like the base package. So possibly we could get a budget package here for maybe around $800.
That'd be amazing. That'd be great.
Be great.
It's not going to be for sale in the United States, Ron. We're not going to be able to get it.
True. But at least this is maybe
that doesn't mean you can't get it, Marcus.
Well, I'm with you, Mike. But
right.
but you know, there's like Captain Ray has concerns about trying to do that, and it's totally legitimate. I totally understand why.
But the lower the worldwide price is, the lower we can get them from South Korea and Japan. So, because we had heard rumors of a $1,700 Flymore bundle for the Mini 5 Pro, which would put it in a higher tax bracket than even the Air 3S.
Or Ron, do they sell them in Spain?
There you go.
I'm going to be in Spain.
Yeah, you're going there very shortly, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Where does Sean Drone get his drones in Spain? Or does he order them from?
He orders them, but they have electronic stores that stock them. So yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I'll be in Barcelona, which is a huge city. I'm sure I could probably roust them up.
When are you leaving, Marcus?
Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. We're doing Captain Ray. We're doing a cruise around the Caribbean or excuse me, not the Caribbean. A cruise around Europe. Yeah, and then back to Barcelona. Then we'll go to Alicante. Then drive to Mazarin. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, another DJI product that we may not get here. This is rumored to come out this week on the 10th, which is Wednesday. This is the DJI Osmo Nano camera, the successor to the very popular Action 2 camera, which is sort of a POV type of thing, and it's going to have a 64 gig and 128 gig variation there in the built-in memory, because these things didn't have memory cards the last time around, but who knows this time. Built-in memory, back and sides are magnetic. Sides can switch magnetation, so you can even move the magnetization around on this. I don't know how that works, but it has a OLED HD touchscreen panel, controls image, remote shooting, charges the main camera module to 80% in just 20 minutes of quick charging. Oh, it does have an SD card slot as long as internal memory. So I'm going to go to Marcus, because he's had a couple POVs from DJI's former POV, and he's had some of the Insta360 POV cameras. What do you think about DJI kind of finally coming out with a successor to the Action 2?
Well, this is kind of the original right here. Yeah, the Action 2, and the cool thing about it is you can take the camera module off and operate it separately. So I think that's what they're doing right here.
Because you see that big screen on the bottom there, Yeah,
you got a nice screen. So yeah, I'm sure there's a market for it, and I'm sure it'll be popular. Now the question is it some product that we'll be able to buy it? I don't know.
Marcus, I want to say something real quick before we get off minute 5. I checked. There is a DJI store in Barcelona, Spain. There's a full website, and they got the DJI Mini 4. You go to the website, you'll see all the drones they have, okay? They're closed right now, okay?
10-4.
It'll be worth something to a friend.
10-4.
Good. That's good.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. Ron, didn't interrupt you. Okay.
I got some more images here. Look at products. Mike, have you ever messed around with one of these little POV type cameras?
I have not. No.
You have any interest in something like this?
I'm not at all.
He's got glasses.
Yeah, exactly. He can take a picture of photo of it anytime he wants without wearing a POV camera on his shirt.
Captain Ray, you've got some too, right?
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, we were using them at the meetup, and Mike was recording, I was recording, and I use them quite a bit, on during my vlogging. You know, I'm a vlogger, so. But I really like them a lot. It took me 3 years to have the courage to buy them, but I like them a lot. They're in the car right now.
Ray, you have any interest in it? Like a
No, not really.
like this?
No, because you know I have a GoPro and I don't even use that.
Yeah,
And I've showed my iPhone many times. I shoot with the iPhone.
Yeah. So what?
Even had Mark Fisher shooting with it. By the way,
really? Yeah, he did.
Getting some B-roll for me.
Let's take an unofficial poll here of who's going to buy who has any interest in buying this little nano camera. I'm nay on it. Marcus?
Yeah, no, I probably won't, simply because I already have a couple of those kind of cameras, so I just don't need it. Here's what I'll say: if you're looking for something like that, we know DJI always builds the best. I'm sure it's going to be a top quality.
Of course, the Insta360 just released a similar camera, so we'll have to watch the head-to-head comparisons.
Well, it gets back to, well, of course, obviously things are changing in this country, but the DJI ecosystem it's worth investing in.
Marcus, you got a question from Rick, you know, about when you go to Spain. When you go.
Let's see.
You got to pick one up for Rick too. You need to bring 2 back, Marcus.
Yeah.
Case of them, probably. Yeah. Probably a case of them, Mark.
Yeah, that's it. If I could ship a pallet of them back, I would. Yeah, darn right.
Yeah. So Ray, you're a nay on this camera, and Mike, you're a nay also, right?
I'm a negative.
Okay,
exactly. So I can use the GoPro or Action 5 for what I need.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of POV. The few times I need to do POV, I have the glasses too. I have the little GoPros and the Action 5 or whatever.
Marcus, best camera I've ever owned, right here.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't really necessarily have to have it hanging off my lid of my cap or anything. So. Okay, well, let's chuck this out of here then. Let's see here. Okay, here's one here. The Apple event is scheduled for tomorrow, right? 9/9/2025, where the new iPhones, watches, and maybe even new AirPods Pro 3s will be released. Now, Ray, we'll go right to you first. You're a big iPhone guy. Are you looking to upgrade maybe tomorrow to the iPhone 17?
I'm happy with my iPhone 14 Pro Max. I still got plenty of storage on it, and it works just fine for me. I don't need the latest and greatest. I'm not that type of guy. And I bought the iPod Pros right here.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't need the newer ones. I just got these 6-8 months ago. So.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Mike, you're an iPhone guy, aren't you?
Well, I've got the 16 Mac Pro Max. I'm happy with it. Just a year old. I've also had the same earbuds that Ray has. I bought them 8 months ago. However, my watch is an 8, and I've been planning on getting one.
Okay.
And now, as a result, I hadn't charged it in a week. I took it out to Rhode Island. I tried charging it. It wouldn't charge. I put it on a Ray's charger. It wouldn't charge. So I have no battery at all. So I really have a reason to buy one now. I can justify it even more.
There you go. There you go, Mike.
I don't want to buy a battery for the 8 for a 3-year-old phone, you know.
And I believe this will be the Watch 11, I believe.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the Ultra 3. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Okay, we'll go all the way, huh? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go all the way on this one here.
Yeah, there you go. And I got the 16 Pro Max. I'm sticking with it. I have the AirPod Pro 2s. I'm good for downloads. Maybe the watch. I think I have like maybe the 9 or so. I'm a little bit behind the watch. Maybe the watch. Marcus, what are your thoughts on upgrading?
Well, so I just paid off the 15 Pro Max.
Yes.
So yeah, and I'm on Apple's upgrade program, so I'll probably get a new iPhone. I'm not sure if I'll get the standard or the bigger version. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about that. But like Mike said, I'll definitely upgrade the watch, because this is, I believe, it's at least a couple years old. And like Mike was talking about, I have to charge it a couple times a day now. And I wear it 24 hours a day, tracking sleep and all that. but I charge it at least once during the day and before I go to bed at night. So the battery is showing its age.
And you just got AirPod Pro 2s recently, right? So you're probably good on those.
I'm fine with my AirPod. I mean, they're been a revolution. The noise cancellation on them is freaking amazing. When you're on an airplane, you just hit that noise cancellation and you're good. You can hear whatever it is you're doing. And
I mean, they're almost as good as using cans, like big can headphones with noise cancellation.
Right.
So, and of course, another big thing too, we'll get new operating systems for everything. Not tomorrow, but they'll announce them tomorrow, and they'll probably come out in about a week or whatever. And the iPad one is going to make the iPad even more like a laptop with that kind of like windows you can move around or whatever. So it's going to turn your iPad into more of like a mini laptop. So I'm kind of excited about that. And of course, the computer, if you have Apple TV, the HomePods, everything's going to get upgraded to some degree or another. But this isn't the Apple show. No drones coming out tomorrow. So we'll quickly move on from that.
Now hold it, Ron. I see a comment here. Lauren up in Calgary is saying that he's still using his 12 Pro Max. Lauren, I will, if you pick me up a Mini 5 Pro, I'll just trade you straight across.
There you go.
15 Pro Max. So
that's a good trade. That's a good trade.
That's a good deal. So, listen, I want to go back to the story we teased at the very beginning of the show, and one of the reasons we have Ray and Micheal Wright on the show here. Just this past weekend, we had the first annual Northeast Drone Meetup. It was held in Providence, Rhode Island, and John Gregory. And help me out. He's in the chat here today. Steve Jeunesse in the chat tonight. They were the organizers of it, the hosts or whatever. And luckily, Ray and Mike got to attend, and Johnny did too, but Johnny's too tired to come on the show. We'll get him on probably the future show. I know Ray arrived by ferry boat. He made a great video of your journey over there, and then you met Mark Fisher. He took you out for grits or whatever. And and Mike, you flew what? Did you fly from Dallas?
I flew from Austin to Nashville, and I met up with Johnny. We got on the same flight at Nashville. You arrived the same time I did. We flew from Nashville to Rhode Island together. Okay. And then when we left this morning, we both left on the same flight to D.C. I stayed on the plane, and Johnny got off another plane. And I flew to Dallas. Johnny flew to New Orleans. Then I got on another plane to fly to Austin.
Wow.
So well, Johnny and I flew together at the beginning, the last leg, and the first leg of the trip.
Well, maybe while Johnny was in D.C., he had time to go down there and tell him what he thinks at the Commerce Department about this.
Maybe he did. Stuff. Maybe he did. Yeah.
So
I didn't have time. I couldn't get off the plane. So
Johnny was very nervous about flying. I sort of had to really talk him into, booking that airline ticket. And I was so glad he did. And everything went smooth for him. The flights were on time, and I was so glad, because if they didn't, he probably would have never, ever got on a plane ever again.
And he held my hand both flights all the way through.
Okay. Can you guys give us kind of a little recap of the week's events? Now, you arrived on what, Thursday, Ray?
Thursday. Yeah, I went over on Thursday on the ferry, like you say. And the way I do it is I fly right at the ferry dock. I try to get the drone up while I'm waiting to put the car on. And I did.
Where'd you pick the ferry up at, Ray?
Orient Point. It's on the North Fork, easternmost part of Long Island. Okay. And it brings you to New London, Connecticut.
Okay.
And that's about an hour and 20-minute boat ride across. And then you got an hour drive from there to get to Providence. Gotcha. But I had a good time. It was good. Calm seas. And I think that's the best way to go to New England for me, from Long Island.
Yeah. And Mike, when did you arrive to the meetup?
John and I arrived around 3 o'clock. No, around 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon.
Okay.
Mark Fisher picked us up.
Oh wow! And, in the Maserati.
In the Maserati, we sure did. He drives it like it's a Maserati.
Okay.
He put the pedal to the metal a couple of times, Marcus.
Yeah.
Hey,
My kind of guy.
Hey, Ray,
Yeah.
we forgot to warn Mike about the Northeast drivers up here, huh? They got
Yeah, I
heavy
know.
feet.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of California drivers in Austin, so I'm getting used to that now. So
Okay,
Well,
okay.
Mark took me to a couple of his secret spots, though. Well, me and Rick, because Rick ended up joining us at breakfast. Because you know how Rick goes around and travels.
He's all around. Yeah.
He heard that we were going to be at OV's restaurant having grits, and he joined us.
I saw in that video. Yeah, he came in. Yeah. So I saw one of the secret. I saw you were that one secret spot where Johnny took a lot of video at that troll.
Yes, the troll.
right, yeah.
A great place to fly. There's a big fishing pier there, boat dock, and it was great. I mean, Michael will tell you there was wind turbines across the river, and you could fly to them with the big cargo ships. But the troll was an incredible piece of artwork, really.
And we were surprised at that point. That's where we met John Gregory. He showed up there at the troll. We didn't know he was going to be there. He's
John Gregory.
He stopped by there. We were there. So
he comes in.
This is This is still all Thursday afternoon.
No, that's Friday. That was Friday.
this Friday morning.
Mike and Johnny. Because I brought that. I gave them Mark Fisher's secret spot. I gave it up, and I took Mike and
we went and flew at the USS Massachusetts battleship as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we went to the
Friday morning.
Cove. Yes.
Now, how was the weather while you were? How was the weather that day?
Beautiful.
How about the temperatures, Ray? How about the temps, Ray?
It was. I had a long sleeve t-shirt on. That's what I wore.
It was in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah, it was.
I had short sleeve shorts, short sleeve shirt as well as shorts.
Well, coming from Texas, Mike, I figured you have a parka on up there.
No, that was great. Felt good.
Okay.
There are a lot of nice, cool places to fly in Providence and Rhode Island along the coastline and everything. Really, if anybody gets a chance to go there on your own, you should go because it's really well worth it.
Now, your first official event of the weekend was what, Friday night?
Yes, the meet and greet at Snookers.
Snookers.
Yeah, Snookers. Yeah. Same thing. They had pool tables that we could use, and basically, I think it was a cash type bar. But then the food came out, right, Mike? The food came
exactly. In fact, I know you had to leave early yesterday. We went back there last night. Al and Tom and myself and Johnny.
You posted a picture of that someplace. Somebody did.
Yeah, we went back last night too. We went back. It rained all day yesterday during the day, but we have some fantastic place to fly and pictures we got in the evening last night at the pedestrian bridge downtown. And then we went back to the state capitol to fly again for Ray.
Is that where Johnny got those nice sunset shots? Those good color.
Yes. Last night after the storm, the clouds were there. It was beautiful. It really was. It was great.
I was going to say, down here in New Jersey, we're close enough that you guys get the same weather. We had rain moved in on Saturday night. It rained a good part of the day on Sunday before it cleared.
Yeah, but 7 o'clock Sunday evening, 6 o'clock Sunday evening was beautiful.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I'm sorry I missed it. I would have, had it not been for this trip to Spain, I probably would have shown up as well. But
have another one next year. They assured us to have another one next year. So
yeah.
Now you guys had a pretty good turnout, right?
Yeah. We all got the lanyards. Josh made up some nice lanyards for us.
Oh, look at them. Yeah, very nice.
Pilot Institute, of course.
I heard they had roughly 75 people show up.
Oh wow!
It was a good turnout for the first time.
Did you see some of the people that come to the South Florida Drone Meetup, or you see some of the same faces?
Yeah. There were quite a few there. Yeah. But a big person that we got to give credit to is the Pirate Queen. I don't know if you guys know who the Pirate Queen is.
No, Pirate Queen.
That's John Gregory's wife. She was
there.
Very involved in this also. She was handing out the lanyards and checking in the people. And we got to meet her at the troll.
Exactly.
Because what happens is don't tell anybody, but it's a restricted area to go onto the troll. There's two signs. It's a restricted area, but everybody goes down there and climbs all over the troll. So we saw Holly down there, but Johnny wanted to go, and he had the guts, or he was brave enough to go first. And then we sort of all went, and we met Holly down at the troll itself.
Exactly.
Wow.
I like a good shot of Ray coming back up from the troll when he walked down there. He's on all fours.
I had to do a turtle walk.
Yeah.
On my hands and
Josh is confirming in the chat here that they talked, and they may already have a date already lined up for next year, and more info coming in a few days. So thanks, Josh. Thanks. And Marcus, Bill Grace has a question for you about your dongle.
Yeah, so I assume that's what that's for. On what did I do with the RC? I was trying to figure that out. I saw this little compartment, and I was going to ask Mike what that is. Obviously,
that's for the dongle, but I opened mine up too, but I didn't get the dongle. Isn't for sale, and there's no way you can get it.
Yeah,
Had it where the influencers had it, and that was it.
Well,
I did even see one. I saw one on Friday evening.
Oh, no kidding.
Not the dongle. I'm sorry. I'm talking, Marcus. I'm talking about not the dongle. It's the filter,
the
electronic
Pro.
filter. The electronic filter. The dongle I didn't see, and it is available in Europe. I believe it's going to be, but the electronic filter is not going to evidently be available. What we've been told. But London Nard has one, and he did a review on it as well. And there's some problems with it.
Okay. Bob Dempsey's in the chat here. He's letting us know about the Vegas meetup. They're going to another Vegas meetup this year. So that's the Spanish one's the next one up on the horizon. But then after that, the Vegas meetup is next after that. So,
And I flew the V-copter as my first drone to fly at the Northeast Drone Meetup. I sent this up. People were pretty impressed with it. And I had some fun with it, And I'm not worried about the recall. If it blows up, it blows up, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So, but it handled good. And I have to say, I had fun flying this at the meetup.
That's good. That's good. Rick Williams says, if you drive, take a small car. Some narrow, tight streets are downtown area. That he must be talking about Providence, or what? Or Pawtucket.
Then we went to Newport. That was even worse. Oh my Lord!
Oh wow, Newport. Yeah. So Marcus, keep your big old truck at home for that trip.
Yeah.
So.
Bill
Grace is going to be in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
He's going to miss the meetup, I guess. So
there were so many high points with the meetup, though.
Yeah.
But the high point for me was at the very start. There was a unique drone there. Everybody knows what a unique drone is. A big drone with 6 props. Or
yeah.
Had 8 props. I didn't count them. But
it was an octocopter. Yeah, right. Unique.
It lifted up a 4x6 American flag into the sky.
Oh wow!
And it was really, really cool, really. And Mark Fisher was sort of the MC and DJ of the event, and he had a cool Star Spangled Banner song playing while it was
Jimi Hendrix version. Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Ray, I thought about getting one of those oxycopters, but I decided not to. But I almost bought one years ago.
Did you? Yeah.
Ron would still be putting on and taking off props if he'd have got that octocopter.
Mike, what was your highlight of the Northeast Drone Meetup?
The highlight, not just meeting everybody, some new people as well as the camaraderie we had. But again, last night was a fantastic evening to fly. Now, I hate to tell you, tell Ray that because he had to leave, but it was the east, no wind, beautiful skies.
Nice.
And Ken Yancep met us up there. He lives about 2 blocks from the pedestrian bridge we're at.
Okay. Mike, was that your first time in that area, that neck of the woods up there?
First time in Rhode Island. First time in Rhode Island, yes.
What, did you like it? Would you go back again?
I'd go back again. I would, yes.
Good.
Had a great time there.
That's great to hear. So another successful meetup, and it sounds like they're going to be doing it again next year. Something to look forward to. I didn't get to go either. My wife had surgery, and I had to take her to her first post-op follow-up on that.
How is she doing?
Real good. The doctor signed off on her. She went back to work. She works 1 day a week. She went back to work today.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So she's, he told her, she could drive when she was ready. So she's practicing driving. So, she's, it was so bad before, but Ray, you know about these things. It hurt her so bad before that even though she had surgery now, it didn't make it any worse because it was as bad as you could get even beforehand.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anything else you want to say about the meetup before we move on to our last subject?
Looking forward to next year already. I really am. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks for Josh and Josh, John, and Steve for putting that on.
They did a wonderful job too. First time, they really did.
And I hope they keep the same price on it.
Oh, it was
free. It was free.
You got a discount. I got the Captain Ray discount. It's cost the same as the South Florida Drone Meetup, right?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, before we move off meetups, Ray, I know it's early, Ray. Do you have any updates on the South Florida Drone Meetup before we move off meetups?
Well, we're over 100 people that have signed up next year, and sponsors have come in. I just happen to have a couple of the prizes right here. Let's see who this is from. This is a Neo that'll be given away, and it's from Burger Brothers, Brad Burger. He donated this Neo, and then we got let's see, another Neo that will be given away.
Wow.
That's donated by John, Connecticut Pirate.
Wow. Thank you.
I think we got one more over here for the time being. Another Neo. Look at this, all these Neos, and that's donated by Jeremy.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Jeremy. We may be giving more Neos away that day than are giving out the whole rest of the year next year with the drone ban.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen, really.
In fact, make sure the Commerce Department guy's not around that day.
But I'm not a big FPV guy, and I'm not a Neo guy. I have only had 3 flights up until the meetup with this drone, and I did my 4th flight with it at the meetup. But I put it in that tracking mode, where it follows you around.
Right.
And I walked through the crowd talking to different people, and it was following me,
Oh, that's great.
And I thought it was pretty cool. So
it's a nice little drone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great drones with FPV,
And unlike some of the other tracking drones, it also, if you put a controller to it, it's a great little flying drone. If you're not really into all that, tracking and hand launching stuff, it'll fly just like a regular drone.
There were a lot of Neos. There were a lot of Neos at the meetup too, by the way. Quite a few, as well as Mavic 4s, believe it or not.
I didn't finally get the controller for the Neo, so I can fly it with this controller.
Good.
Yeah.
And now all he needs is FPV gear to fly it with, the goggles and all.
I don't know if I'm ready for goggles. I feel too confined with goggles on.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, we're going to move on to another story. Last time we did a show, the Mic 3 was kind of, I think, just launched or whatever, just coming out. And took a week off. So Marcus has already received the Mic 3. Now, he didn't get the full Flymore combo or Micmore combo. He just got a single unit, but he'll explain why he only needs a single unit these days.
Okay.
Yeah, I seldom use the receiver anymore, particularly now that they'll Bluetooth to your camera. But also, the big thing that I always do is I record directly to the mic, to the memory on the microphone. So this one has that capability, and that's why I was interested in it. You can see it's got a little wind muff that clips on the top. It's all about magnets. The little clip is a magnet, and it's pretty tight. And then there's another little magnet for when you put it on your shirt. So it works pretty well in that regard. And I used it today for the first time, and I've checked the audio quality, and it's quite good. But the other thing about just ordering just the mic that works for me is it comes with a cable that has a little charge cradle. So I was wondering about charging it. It doesn't have a USB port on it. Well, it just magnetically goes into this little cradle, and then you plug it in, and you're good to go. Plus, they give you this really cool little pouch to keep it all organized in. And they do give you two wind muffs, a gray one and a black one like I have on it. So, yeah, just an elegant little solution to get good, high-quality audio. So, and it's lightweight enough that it, doesn't weigh down so much on your shirt and when you're clipping it on there. You see people with they'll just clip it on their hat. I'll probably try that one of these days, but and see how the audio quality is. But yeah, it was worth $99. It was well worth it to me.
Yeah, a nice lightweight package to take to Spain with you, Marcus.
That's the other consideration. It's very small, lightweight, easy to carry around.
And Alex Escardo's in the chat mentioned, and it has a 32-bit float. And the backup is a nifty feature. Now, the Mic 2 had both those features, a 32-bit float and the ability to record directly to the mic itself. But this is, Marcus, I believe this is about roughly the size of the Mic Mini with the features of the Mic 2.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
And you think the audio quality is a little bit improved over the Mic 2 also?
Well, yeah, it sounded good. I'll just say that. Comparing them side by side, I'm not sure, but yeah.
Hey, look who's in here tonight, Tanya Gale.
Yeah. So Tanya and I had a good conversation just a few minutes ago. Well, and that may get into your next topic, Ron. I'm not sure, but well, if we talk about the Mavic 4, then I'll tell you what Tanya did.
We're going to get right to that. Philip Coase, I said, Mike, I got a video of you passing me as I was going down when you were coming up. Does that mean going to see the troll?
No, that was it. Philip was at the minefield, so I had to be minefield.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Thanks, Philip. I'll get in touch with you.
Yeah. So, the mic, if you're looking for I think the whole Mic 3 kits with the 2 transmitters, 2 receivers, all the connectors on, I think that probably goes for like $329, $349.
$329, yeah.
Yeah, and I think you can order for some reason you can order this off of Amazon, even though you can't get it from DJI's US website.
You can also get a 4 microphone kit. So if you're doing big productions, you can get 4 microphones with a receiver. There's a lot of weird things about it. You can connect a single mic up to 8 receivers. So if you had a bunch of multiple cameras all around, and it time codes so that you can synchronize everything easier in post-production. And that's more professional stuff, but it's pretty wild to think that professional productions are going to be using those tiny little mics.
Right.
Well, the one knock on it from the professionals, like I'm trying to think of somebody, Jevin Dovey, whatever, the professionals knock it because it doesn't come with the mic port like the Mic 1 and 2 did. So professionals, they don't even want a small mic hanging off their shirt. They want the lavalier mic or whatever. That's expectation in professional productions. So this kind of rules out the real professionals because they don't have the ability to put the lavalier in. So that's the one.
Well, I never claimed I was a real professional, Ron.
Well, but we did stay at a Holiday Inn last time, though.
Yeah.
I'll go to Ray and Mike real quick here. Ray, I know you said earlier you have the little Mic Mini. You're pretty happy with that.
Yes, I do. My son sent it to me, and I use it. And what a difference! I mean, I have to say, a lot of people did criticize my videos with too much wind noise and all of that. And what a difference it makes! I gotta really say, it's much better. Yeah.
And Mike, are you? Do you have any of the current DJI mics?
Actually, I got the Mike Mini about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. You're pretty happy with it?
For me, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, Tanya, that shipping. So let's go to, since we got Tanya in here and she's talking about shipping updates. Marcus, could that be a shipping update on this little drone here?
This little tiny little,
this little mini drone here.
These little tiny little guys.
Look at that. Oh, look at what he has there.
What was your discussion with Tanya about the?
Yeah. So really, this is just a couple hours ago. She called me up, and of course she watched Russ's video, 51 drones, and of course I'd been reading the article. Ron and I've been talking about this for days, Mike. I know you were the early on. I know. But in any case, I came to the same conclusion that the two of you did, that, hey, the time is now, because we may not have there's a good chance that we will not have another chance. So I ordered from that Japanese company that Ron ordered from, SAO Toys. Flipping amazing. Got the drone in about 4 days. This is over the weekend. I ordered it on Thursday and it arrived today, if that gives you any kind of idea.
Less than 4 days, yeah.
Yeah, less than 4 days. So Tanya, of course, watched that Russ's video, and she came up with the same thing. And in fact, Tanya and I flew the other day, and we kind of had that discussion as well. And so she said, "Hey, where did you get that thing?" So I let her know where I got it. So while we're on the phone, she got right on and ordered one, and I'm thrilled. I see she's going to get it on. She's saying now, but Tanya, trust me, you'll have it by Thursday. Will be my guess. So
Wednesday.
Well, Marcus, there's another guy I met at the meetup. I think he's going to order one as well. Okay.
Yeah.
At least one person from the Ron's company. I mean.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You gave me the link.
Do you have a link to that? Do you have a link?
I'll put the seller in at some point or whatever.
It's called SAO Toys. If you just search SAO Toys on eBay, you'll find it.
Right.
Barkley says, "I prefer a cut like Marcus. You get your purchases overnighted."
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, I know people had been talking about South Korea, and Marcus had a bad experience with one of the South Korea sellers, and I just picked the Japanese one for the simple fact that he was selling it for the cheap. The days I was looking, he was the cheapest. I got mine for say 35 and change or whatever, and of course whatever my state sales tax was. But I mean, the South Korean guys, they were a couple $100 higher or whatever. So I looked at this guy. He had sold a whole bunch of Mavic 4s in the past month. He had good feedback on all of them. So I took the chance, and again, I got mine in less than 4 days. He updated me on the shipping the whole time. I knew where it was at every point.
Yeah, the creator combo with the RC Pro 2, the one that Mike introduced us to, with the and the 512 gigabytes of internal memory, the 240 watt charger, all the good stuff. If you're going to do it, you might as well get the best.
Exactly.
Hey, Marcus, say the seller one more time for
SAO Toys. And Ron, I think I talked to you earlier today, and I thought that I paid $3,429. I just looked; it was $3,469 is what I paid for it. And then, of course, I had tax on top of that.
Yeah, and no matter where you order, you're gonna have to pay your state sales tax. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, Merrill got one also. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, he got one too.
So the other thing about this company, this SAO Toys, is they're very communicative. They send you updated emails letting you know what's going on. So it was really a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus and I broke this down, Mike. You'll appreciate this too. Like, when you're getting drone for 34 and change, Marcus had initially just wanted to buy the controller, right? And the controller at the best price you're going to get is between 12 and 1300 for it. At the time I saw somebody was selling it for like over 1500. But say
I've seen 17.
Yeah,
I've seen listed 17
you take that 1300 off of 3400. Now you're down to 2100. So that means you're basically getting the drone, the 3 batteries, and all that for $2,100 or whatever, right? If
Ron, SAO has it listed for 1,700. The RC Pro 2.
Yeah. So you can get for double that money. You get the drone, the 3 batteries, the case, the 240 some watt charger. I mean. The drone's cheap at that point once you take the cost of the controller out of the equation. And a lot of people don't even want the Mavic 4 Pro. They just want the controller because it operates the Air 3, the Air 3S, and the Mini 4 Pro,
right,
including the Mavic 4. So, and I can tell you guys, well, Mike, I have to tell you, the controller. It's the big kahuna of all DJI controllers or whatever. Instead of a 5-inch screen, you get a 7-inch screen. Instead of a 700 nits, you get a peak brightness of 2,000 nits when it needs to be or whatever. It's just a whole different experience looking at that drone on that side, that bigger screen, and those nits. Even when you're out in the sun, Mike, can you confirm any of that? What I just said?
I can confirm that, and I have some other news. I haven't been able to verify this, but. John Gregory said, and I couldn't find anywhere on the website, it's not on my drone. He said he got a notification on his RC Pro 2. That's all he bought, okay? He didn't even get the drone. I don't know. He got it from Adorama, weeks ago. He got a notification that there's an firmware update to fly the Neo and the Flip. Now, I have not found that. I've looked for it. Maybe it's been rolled out individually.
Okay. That is awesome news.
I keep looking, but I don't know. He said it's on his machine. So
that is great.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I thought it was great news.
Can you imagine flying a little bitty drone with that giant controller? That's going to be funny.
Yeah, little $200 Neo with
a controller. Yeah.
$200 controller.
Well, I'm going to have to look into that. Hey, I want to interrupt real quick. We got Maddie's Drone World stopped in to say hi and
hey, Maddie.
Miss you guys. Yeah, Maddie, miss you guys. Miss you too. Loved hanging out with you at the South Florida Drone Meetup a couple months back. So, yeah. So
I was flying a Mavic 4 Pro at the meetup.
Mark was?
Lon was. Yeah.
Lon,
yeah.
He's got the electronic shutter as well. But,
yes.
He's not happy with it either. But again, it was the influencer got it for him.
Right. Well,
I won't say which one.
I'm dialing at it.
Which one? Okay.
I'm dialing at it there.
Yep. I'm flying mine with the analog Start RC ND filters.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the free wall filters. They're good. They're good for it. Yeah.
They forgot to send any out to me.
Oh, so it's all one word. So with toys.
SAO.
SAO.
Yeah.
SAO or SOA?
SAO.
Okay.
Space toys.
I'll put it in the DroneNation Facebook group. Copywriting says, have you heard anything about the Neo 2? No, outside of the fact that it got FCC approval and it's supposed to come out this fall, no other information on the Neo 2.
Looks like I'll have to drive up to Canada for that one.
Yes, well, at least it's got his FCC approval, so that's the good news there.
Marcus, why would you go to Canada when you can order it and get it in 4 days from Japan?
Okay, so here's if that's possible, I agree with you, Mike.
Less tax.
Right. Plus, you have import tax if you declare it from Canada. You wouldn't have that from Japan.
Well, yeah. Well, I paid taxes on mine, but however,
no tariff though. I'm talking about tariff.
Oh, tariffs. Yeah. Well, now this was clearly marked with the instructions of what it was when it came from Japan. So if there were any tariffs due on it, we would have got billed for them, and we didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works with Japan, if they still have.
Yeah. I'm going to say update. South Korea and Japan, they did sign treaties, deals, or whatever. So you pay what you should have paid on that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, because it was, it's not like they did anything phony when they shipped it. It was marked as what it was. So yeah.
So short answer is we don't know what's going to happen with this latest round thing. Whether the eBayers will still be able to get them through or not, we don't know.
Right.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We don't know. The thing in this, what's going on now with drones and customs and all that, it changes by the day, by the week, or whatever. You can't. Nothing's a definitive. The only thing definitive is what Marcus got his today or whatever, or yesterday. So that's definitive or whatever. But otherwise, we don't know. So
right.
Yeah. So anyhow, the Mavic. Again, if you wanted to get a Mavic 4, like Marcus saying, maybe don't wait too long. And plus, you have U.S. options like these. They're on Amazon now, and Adorama and Beach Road have them sometime. But they charge you, like for this kit, they'll charge you $5,000 or more. And that drone's as great market as the ones we got or whatever. It won't have any care refresh or any support. So there's really no difference from ordering from Japan, South Korea, or getting the ones on Amazon. They're all kind of great market. I mean, the only thing on Amazon, you could send it back if you got it and you didn't like it. That was the only advantage of ordering from Amazon and paying an extra $1,500. So, well, listen, we've covered a lot of ground tonight, and we've run out of subjects here. I know Mike, and especially Mike's been traveling, so Mike's probably pretty tired. He's probably going to want to hit the sack. So I'm going to kind of wrap things up here. Mike, do you have anything else you want to add about the meetup or anything in general before
I just want to say I want to congratulate Josh and John, though. They did, and Steve, they did a wonderful job. They really did.
Good.
They had a great time.
Good to hear it. Ray, anything you want to add? Or
No, it was a well-run meetup. I tell you, there were a lot more people than I thought were going to be there, to be honest with you. And the weather cooperated. And again, about the meetups. It's not so much about the flying. It's about talking to the people, meeting the new pilots. I met this young couple, and Jacob and Justine were their names. And they were such nice people. And she's an FPV drone pilot.
Okay.
And I asked her, please, let me know when you're going to fly, because I want to film you. And sure enough, towards the end of the meetup, she tapped me on the shoulder and says, I'm going to send my drone up now. So I'm going to add her to my little video that I produced.
Good.
But they were so nice. And the guy, Jay, he's an excellent drone pilot. He really is.
They were locals to that area?
Yes. They live up in that area. Yeah.
Good.
And they're coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup. So
actually, you recruited them. Good.
About that.
Good.
But again, hats off to John and Josh and Steve and Holly and Mark Fisher, because he helped quite a bit too.
Good.
And I look forward to next year going to it.
Again. Good. Hope I can make it next year. Ray, you have a show coming up this week on Thursday?
Yes, I have a show. We got a show, and somebody new is on. Mike Thompson. He's a retired police officer. He was in the drone unit in Virginia Beach, I think, or the Chesapeake PD there.
Okay. Oh, poor Ray froze. Are you guys all live? Yeah. We'll give Ray a chance to unfreeze here.
Yeah. Hey, so the name of that,
Marcus, you have a little bit of news. This will be your last show for several weeks.
I will. I'll be in Spain. I want to correct one thing. We were talking about SAO Toys. It's SAO Trading is the company that's selling the Mavic 4 Pro. So an SAO trading on eBay. Yes, I'm leaving on Friday, and Sarah and I are going on a week. We're flying into Barcelona, Spain, taking a cruise from there around Europe. We're going to hit Majorca, France, Italy, and then back to Barcelona. Spend a day in Barcelona. Then we'll fly to Alicante, rent a car, drive to Mazarin. Well, who's in Mazarin? Well, there's guys like Sean the Drone. There's like Backpack Jackie. We're having a Drone Seekers Live meetup in southern Spain. So it should be a riot. Should be a lot of fun. Spend a few days with those folks and fly some drones and bring back some fun stories.
I was gonna say, when you get back, you'll really have some stories to tell, and
Yeah,
you'll probably shoot some videos of the meetup too and everything, right? So we'll have some footage too.
I'll be flying as much as I can. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And you haven't quite decided on what drone to take yet.
I'm still trying to figure it out. If I'll tell you, whatever I bring, I've got to carry it around with me on that cruise and everything. This is a pretty big drone, so I'm not sure that I want to carry it with me. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Right.
I guess.
Yeah, Mike and I probably have to admit that thing is a beast to carry around, right, Mike?
Exactly.
So I may very well
on that trip. So
yeah, I may very well just bring like the Mini 4 Pro or something like that. I don't know yet.
well, you'll come back with a Mini 5 Pro, so you know.
Yeah.
Steven Drones is in the chat now. How you doing, Steve? And again, great job on the flag.
Yeah, I
Taking
got
that flag up.
Yeah. So we look forward to hearing about the trip, and we hope you have safe travels over there. And you tell all our friends in Europe that we were thinking about it, Marcus.
I absolutely will. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So and
Barkley's giving me a hard time in the chat.
Who is
Barkley?
Should we chase him out or something?
Yeah, no. We love Barkley. Heck no.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, he's talking about Gary Brand Aerials. Gary is making the trip. I'm going to see him in Spain.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, okay, listen, I don't have anything special outside of just hopefully I get some Mavic 4 videos up here pretty soon or whatever. We didn't get to cover the whole V-copter fiasco, whatever. Maybe come back on a future. We'll get Johnny and we'll kind of cover that whole V-copter fiasco that happened recently, whatever. Ray too, whatever. Ray's a V-copter man. Unlike Ray, I did mine's gone or whatever. But we'll discuss that in another show. So I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us tonight, supporting the show, for all your questions and comments, especially the guys I saw. I know I saw Josh in here. I saw Steve. What was John Greg? I don't know if John Greger was in there, but I want to thank you.
Rick is saying that Mavic 4 Pro is compatible now.
Oh, great.
Chat. Yep.
Okay. I want to thank the guys that put together the meetup. It sounds like you guys did a great job. I hope they get up there next year for the next show. And that's about it. Don't forget Ray's show on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ray?
Yes, 7 p.m. Yeah, we'll be on.
Time. And, of course, will you and Johnny have a show this week?
No, not this week. Next week we'll
next
be on.
week, okay. But Bill the Drone Reviewer will be on tomorrow night 8, and Bill from Drone Therapy will be on Wednesday at 8:30. So I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch of other good shows coming up, but it's the ones I can think off the top of my head. Good night, and we will. Well, I'll see you back here next Monday. Marcus will see you if you're walking around Europe next week. You may see Marcus.
Have a great trip, Marcus. Have a great trip.
Have a great trip, Marcus.
So much. Yeah.
Oh, we do have a show. We do have a show on Wednesday. I'm losing track of the weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Videos. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night, everybody.